Okay, wow, that's like a. I'll give you a half point for that answer. So first off,
Who used the backpack?
this is my bag. This is a. This company's based in Austin. They make these bags in Vietnam. I just found that out. It's a Gossamer Gear 60-liter Mariposa. I just learned what Mariposa meant. I don't know Spanish. It means butterfly. It's very light. Super light bag.
Oh, okay.
I'll just pass it around. You guys can see what I mean. Just how light it is. I'll take
Is it a
everything
steel
out.
frame or no frame?
Let me take my other tricks out of here.
Does it have a steel frame?
It does have a frame.
So it has an internal frame, but it's removable.
Oh, nice.
So it's just, the frame weighs almost nothing.
Aluminum. Okay.
But this is what's considered an ultralight backpack. You're not going to find it in REI. You can find it on garagegrowngear.com, and you can find it directly with Gossamer. But I just washed it today. It was smelling pretty bad. If you ever need to wash your bag, just vinegar, dish soap in the bathtub. It's kind of the easiest way. So I'll pass it around. You guys can get an idea of how light an ultralight bag is. The downside is that you can see on the bottom there's some micro tears. That material is called Roebuck. It's kind of like nylon. It's just going to tear super easy. It can tear super easy. Yeah. So that's the bag. Feel free to pass it around. I'm just going to point it. So this is all stuff I just brought on my last trek to the Grand Canyon. When you're kind of ultralight backpacking, or you're doing something very arduous where you have to do a lot of incline, one of the first things you want to ask yourself is like, do you actually, like, what do you need to bring? So I'm trying to cut down weight. For this last trip I didn't bring a tent, which for some people might seem a bit intense, but if you have the right sleeping bag, you totally leave the tent at home. So here's my sleeping bag. It's a hot core. That's what it's called. I don't personally have a hot core. The bag is called hot core. This is what's considered a mummy bag. So the downside of the mummy bag, you can tell my lips are super chapped. So it kept me very warm. I didn't cover my face. You could get like not a neckerchief. What's the word for it? A gaiter. Wear a gaiter. That covered the lips up. Fix that. I didn't do that, so I came home with pretty chapped lips. This is actually made by Hot Core. They're a little cottage company in Canada. So I've had this bag actually for quite some time. It's tremendous. I was sleeping in 40-degree weather and just like a baby, just out like light. Again, no tent necessary.
Would that protect you from the rain at all, though? The rain Here it is then.
That's why you
A quick like
throw over poncho will hook you
Yeah.
up. I got something
That's a
like
great
that.
question. Probably not, but when you could bring in something called a bivouac sack or a bivvy, like an emergency bivvy, and it's kind of like a space blanket that also looks like a mummy sleeping bag, and that'll go on top of you. The only downside is that if it's very humid, like I was through hiking in Florida about a month ago, and those bivvy bags are brutal. It's like a, almost like a heated, an emergency blanket, and you'll just sweat, and then the sweat will kind of condensate down on you. It smells terrible. Sorry, yeah, sorry for being so graphic, but here's the other piece of gear. I know this seems so simple, but my hot core bag came with a really crummy bag. That bag broke a long time ago. So stuff sacks is the other piece of gear. I like to buy a set, and the nice thing is that they're different colors, so I know what's in what, because I might have 10 bags here. I know my electronics are in this burgundy one. I know my sleeping bag's in the dark black one, so on and so forth. So just another tip, if you're very tired, the color coordination, it really helps. Also when you're packing and unpacking. Okay, so some other pieces of kit I brought with me that were inherited. I love these. They're very accessible now. They're on the market for a really low rate. This is like 35 bucks. This is like a really big power bank with a little solar panel on it. So say you had an emergency, you need that one emergency charge. You have a little solar panel. Again, it might take you like 3 hours to get that 4% battery for your phone or something, but that might be what you need for your SOS call. and we'll jump right over to that. So this is a Garmin InReach Mini. So you can get these pretty cheap used. Not pretty cheap, but a couple $100. The MSRP, if you buy it at the store, you're going to pay maybe $450 for this little guy. But this is a little emergency beacon. Again, I have this in conjunction with this, and that's just kind of ensuring right there that I'm going to get out of wherever I am probably alive. So that's pretty fun. One thing with those devices is that I pay about $160 a year for my like membership. So it's basically like another cell phone plan I carry. But anyway, that's my emergency beacon. My buddy has one that's like 10 years old. So that kind of opened my eyes. You don't need to go buy a brand new one. You could use one that's several years old. Just test it first. But they actually have a pretty long shelf life. So don't feel like you need to buy the $450 one from REI or whatever. This is on the packing list. Again, I was just hiking for 4 or 5 days in a place with absolutely no tree cover, so like having really dark shades, polarized shades, is really necessary for me. Super recommend that. Imagine no shade for days. Yeah, it'll get to you. Okay, we're just running through this, but some other pieces of gear. Again, this sounds funny, but when you're hiking for 5 days, you know, you're gonna want to repackage everything and cut down ounces. So, sir, this sounds funny. I don't carry coffee. I carry these little caffeine
Blasphemy.
supplements. That's it. I know, it's greasy. It's like a college thing that I never gave up. But, again, if you have anything like, I'll jump over here. These are the electrolytes I like to carry. This is what I'm used to. They're salt tablets. Again, this is just compressed salt. So what I would do is just put these tablets with whatever else, whatever I need to do, just repackage them, put them in a little plastic bag, just make them a little bit more easy to tablets. I'll pass these around because I feel like for a lot of people this might be their first time seeing it. So one is almost like an acid and the other is a neutralizer. The thing is, when we're shocking water, we're going to wait at least 30 minutes. When I was in Florida, every milliliter, every ounce of water I drank had to shock. It was absolutely black water filled with twigs. It was gator pee, basically. And I was shocking the water. I was filtering the water. Another system that we'll get to. It was just imperative. One of my buddies, he uses an old school way. You don't have to buy the pills if you want to save money. He uses bleach. So that's another thing you can do. I know it sounds a little sketchy, but you can dilute bleach in the water. They've been doing it forever. It apparently works quite well. Again, whatever your prerogative is, I like the little tablets because I don't trust myself. I feel like I'd pour too much bleach in and I'd be all bleached out. I usually pack a little emergency whistle, but you'll probably find that who here has like a backpacking bag? Kara, is that your bag?
That's his.
Yeah, on your chest strap, is there a little
But
whistle?
there isn't on this one. There is not.
Okay, but Don has a little whistle. That's awesome. You probably have a little whistle on your chest strap, I bet.
Yeah, I have a whistle. A little whistle. With a compass that you couldn't use with a map.
Okay.
It's usually on your sternum strap on the.
Again, not every bag has it, right? Do you have one there?
Yeah, it's on the clip.
Okay.
Yours is similar.
Yeah, so like my... Yeah, so my bag has one. A lot of the bags have them. You might have a whistle and not even know it, but again, like, if you're really splitting hairs, you can leave the whistle at home. You have one on the bag. Try not to bring two of anything, right?
That works.
Yeah, you should see
What
Paul's
happened to
with the
redundancy?
scissors cutting all the whistles off. Okay, so now about water filtration. Again, we don't have to shock the water every time. And this is another system. If you have a group of people, say I'm taking you guys all out on a little journey, this might be the system I use. This is actually my buddy's filter that I accidentally brought home from the Grand Canyon. But anyway, it's called a Katadyn filter. It's an interesting little guy. Super easy to use, basically foolproof. And before I get to how we use it, and we can go around and drink some of the Kool-Aid here, here's another piece of technology you might not have picked up on. So I have a 3-liter water bladder here. If you're going to use your water bladder all the time or to filter water, the last thing you want when you're out there is to puncture it, and then you put what, like Scotch tape on it. Yeah, that's not going to be a good time. So what you can do preventatively, which is pretty cool, is just cover it in tape. So that's what they did here. So they have a bladder just like mine, covered it in tape, and this thing's really not puncturing. So let's get some water. I'll jump over here.
Yeah.
Justice, they were having trouble hearing you earlier, so just make sure you
Okay.
keep your volume kind of up.
Oh, I should have brought the mic. Okay. So we got a good amount of water. Bring it back. I think Ruben said he needed water. I'm not sure. Does anybody need some water right now?
No, thank you. Oh, man.
Well, use your manners.
filtered.
I appreciate it. So this is a gravity system, gravity fed. What's cool about this, there's a little clip on the hose. So like, we're all ready to go.
You can fill my water bottle right there next to the bear
That's
kit
okay.
if you want.
I brought an empty one just for the example.
Okay.
Where did I put it? There we go. I brought a nice picturesque one. So, somebody mind holding this actually to make this? Thank you, Paul. And then I'll have, I don't know your name.
Yeah, Amit.
Amit. Nice to meet you. I'll have
Nice
this
to meet you.
Just raise it up. All right. We'll put this down. It's gravity. And we're going to undo the clip. Again, this isn't brackish water. If this is brackish water, it would not go through that filter. This water is very clean and clear, surprisingly. I know you guys may be like, what do you say this is clean water?
Compared to what you're drinking in Florida?
I drink out of my Brita with hydrogen and whatever. Okay, but this is pretty clean. Yeah, yeah. But there you go. This is just gravity. So normally we're going to want to hang that bag. Amit's just tall. This guy's great reach. We're normally going to hang this bag on like a tree branch. We're probably going to leave it there at camp. But this is just a great little example of what a pasty looks like. But just how quick. That's a 1.5 liter bottle. I'm sorry, I don't know what that is in ounces. 48 ounces? I don't know.
And it's filtering out like any, like, what all is it filtering out? Like, particular?
Yeah, like 70% of stuff. I'm joking. That should filter out most everything.
Bottoms up, somebody.
Perfect, thank you.
70%, huh?
Yeah, so water's filtered. Look, we decided it's clear, so we're not going to shock it. If we had to shock it, we're going to have to wait 30 minutes. There we go, gravity. Delicious. Okay. So there we go. And that's pretty much, that's that. So that's water filtration. Again, if that was real, say we saw that water, it looked really suspicious.
So that filters out bacteria too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So see, we saw that water, it looks very suspicious. We're just going to put in one of these water purification tablets. They kind of look like fish food. Yeah, I know, right? I know.
So these iodine tablets or something else?
Is that what you mean when you say shock it? You shock it, you put the
Yes, these are. I want to make sure these aren't peroxide tablets. Yep, iodine.
Iodine, okay.
No, not in the. So you guys see, this is what the tablet looks like. It almost looks like a little piece of fish food. Just tiny, teeny tiny. So we put it in here. Just like that. We're going to wait 30 minutes before we actually put in the neutralizer tablet, which also looks like a piece of fish food. So there you go. Now we're really living. So you might think, wow, this is overkill. But on the last trek I did, the last 2 treks I did, to get to really cool spots, we had to filter all of our own water. So it might seem like overkill, but these are things you'll have to get comfortable with if you really want to up your game and do something really intense. So there you go. Okay. So I'll jump over here. Does anybody know what this is?
Oh, bear can?
Bear can. Anybody else? Any other guesses? Sorry?
Something cooking?
They're right with the bear can. I was just sorry, Ahmed. I didn't mean to do you like that. I know. We did you wrong on that one. So here's the bear can. This is kind of a neat design. It has these little unlock modules. So the easiest way to open these are with a key. This is it's just spring loaded. Oops. And Bob's your uncle. The can is open. So, does anyone know where? Okay, I love to ask this one. But how many states are there bears in the United States? Out of all the states, which states have bears?
Michigan.
Almost all.
I was going to say all of them, yeah.
All of them.
Except Hawaii.
All the lower 48 have bears. So again, you're going to want to get comfortable with the bear can because every state has bears.
And it makes an easy, quick seat as well. Makeshift seat. Especially if you're going ultralight, you don't want to carry a chair.
Yeah. Another thing is when you're packing, you notice this bear can is kind of a strange shape. You're going to want to, before you pack, you're not going to want to lock it up empty. You're going to want to put your stuff in here and then pack it, just to minimize how much space you're using in the bag, or maximize. Did I say that?
Yeah.
Just fill up the can. Does anybody want to try opening and closing it? It's kind of weird. If you're for a challenge, I'll lock it again and then pass it over to somebody.
Have you ever seen a bear try to get in one of those?
Okay, do you have teeth?
Or sharp, long fingernails.
So it's funny you say that. No, I have not. But it's, what they recommend now is actually, has anyone used like an Apple AirTag before? Maybe to track an X or something? No? Okay. Amit maybe once. Okay, anyway. So the Apple AirTags are tremendous. And
All right, good job.
not your average bear. Okay. So what you can do is you can take an Apple AirTag, put it inside the bear can. So if the bear does get it, you don't want to run out of food. The bear won't be able to open it. You're going to want to find it later. So throw the Apple AirTag in there. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they recommend.
Assuming your phone works at this point. Hopefully.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, that's true.
And you'll need cell phone network for that, right?
They operate via Bluetooth, right? Yeah.
Oh,
There's another company, they're called Bear Vault. They actually, with their bear cans, they sell a little adhesive pad that's actually contoured just for the AirTag. And they also tell you where you should put it in the can. In case a bear does attack it, they claim they have a more advantageous spot in the can to put the tag, so to help the signal get out back in. Yeah. Well, this is a neat one. This is Ruben's bear can, and
Yeah,
totally works.
I got that from Gossamer. Same place I got the bag, and just got it online. Yeah, and then
Okay, so again, you want to go ultralight. You want to be cool.
it's a 2-person tent.
This is the Gossamer 2. So this is has anybody used a trekking pole tent before?
I heard, I didn't use it.
So this is super cool. So imagine you want to save weight and you're bringing trekking poles. You don't want to carry the poles that come with the tent. So how these tents work is that you can actually position the trekking pole into the tent to put it in. So I've never put up this tent, but let's work through it. Okay.
There's my trekking poles if you want to grab one of those, or both of those.
It takes 2, eh?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I haven't put together myself.
You haven't?
I need to play with it.
Is this a risky demo? Okay. Let's see. I think it goes in the entrance, eh?
Yeah, I think so as well.
Those are for the, that's not it. We're getting there, y'all. We're getting there.
Are we helping or hindering?
I don't know yet.
Down.
We're looking for like a little eye hole.
And it's like a eye hole or a loop?
I don't know, Ruben. Maybe you should stop the live and figure this. Here we go. Still working on it.
This is light.
Gossamer has a good video on how to do this. So if you get a tent or want to get a tent, you can watch their video.
No, those would be for the stakes, Kate.
So here's a corner. I think it shoves through there
Okay, can you say what we're looking for
Right.
again?
because it's
There we go.
Ooh, what does it look like?
It's reinforced more than
The rest.
the rest. Yeah.
I really like this. Is this letter with this thing? Like this? You mean that thing that I pointed out to you like 5 minutes ago? Kidding.
Yeah, you're right, Don. You're right. Okay. So there we go. So there's one, and then
Here's another one, I think.
I think I have it here.
I've done quite a few.
You think you have one here? Okay. I know I'm not listening to y'all at all. I apologize.
know.
I apologize. I'm gonna get canceled for that. Okay. So here we go. Here's our Gossamer 1.
Okay.
I know it looks kind of motley, but we theoretically pull all these scraps to the side.
Here's the
We use the stakes. We're on
Little
rock.
stakes.
We're on rock right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to picture it, but yeah, you have your strings, you have your stakes.
Oh, so
Then
it goes like this, and then you pull it out that way.
yeah.
That goes
But this is a 2-person tent, and it's
How many ounces is this?
it's super light. I don't know the specs on it.
Okay. There we go. Appreciate y'all. It's kind of the end of our demo. I didn't realize we're on rock, so this isn't ideal.
But you know, this is to reduce weight, so you're using your hiking poles, which are have with you in your tent to prop your tent up.
So Ruben, you haven't put this one up yet either? Okay.
I've been busy with other things.
I know. And these are cool poles. These are a bit different than most of the poles I'm seeing, but these are like
Where's the bag?
Try to hand it to you. You're like hands free. No, just put it right here. Right here. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm never
These are
gonna roll it up.
Gossamer.
It's never going to fit in this.
Just put it down. Just put it down. I'll get it.
I don't want to put Don on blast.
So I
Yeah. Very light poles. But that being said, I think that's like a.
It's like
You
not-
imagine in the pole, but
So.
it's not there.
yeah, it's very light.
Call yours
I think I paid
light.
$25 for two.
This is great.
Yeah.
Heavy.
Oh,
We
wow.
sometimes get incredibly good deals from Gossamer.
Oh my goodness.
Locally, so they'll do these like blowout sales.
Cardinal.
They're just off, but they're slaughtered.
Cardinal. All right.
Discount if you're from Connecticut, right?
We could try to help you out. Yeah, we can work something out. We're Jugaard guys, you know.
Okay, so some of the other stuff.
What do we have here?
This is a tent cover,
That's fine. We'll leave it.
and so this is a rain kit, like a poncho,
Fire stick.
flint type thing.
Much lighter than normal tent.
And just a real
So has anybody used one of these before? Flint and steel.
just a. There you go. Spark them.
Spark right on
So I'm
top
not
of that
trying
gear.
to light Rubens too on fire.
This guy.
But let's make a little fire just for fun. Don't tell the authorities.
So where's your stove? Do you have a stove yet?
A stove?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't bring one. Let's see if we can get this thing to work. Oh, thanks. Okay.
There's some, that's good. This way.
We need grass, right? To spark.
What date?
Yeah, we need dry grass to really ignite it. You know what else does really good? Ooh. I've done it before.
Let's yeah, I'm gonna untie these.
Yeah. So this is a real cheap thing
No. These
got
are
from Walmart. So it'll work, but
Who has nails? Kara or
With nails?
yeah to take it and do the knot.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Teamwork.
There you go.
Is Glacier sold out?
We have way too many people interested, but I don't think everybody's confirmed. So
Yeah. So then,
the answer is no.
can I try?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's some more brass.
I've never done it before.
Get in there.
So on those things, you need to bring our own gear
There it goes. There it goes.
More possible. You really just need like a 30-meter pack. So what you have.
Yeah.
Lichen works really well.
Oh!
Come on, baby.
Balls go! We're getting there.
Yeah, we need better kindling.
Better kindling.
Yeah, I think it's probably kind of moist. I'm thinking just from the air.
Oh, my string is on.
So the indigenous people were actually using juniper bark as tinder forever.
I know, so I took
Here's some juniper bark.
I got my birthday first.
Okay.
I just brought them from hospital. I went a long time.
I like the spark action.
Our Tinder is not good enough.
Now I learned my lesson.
Come on, Paul.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. No, I didn't.
we know it sparks enough to light something. We just need the right material to light. So
Okay, stuff is too moist.
yeah, it's probably a little moist.
What if we do?
Right? Yeah, that's frustrating.
It's hard, but some of them are easier. I'll have to check.
So I guess it
More
doesn't
striated, so as you're going across the
bring whatever I want, I'll just check it.
Any camping Southwest if I can get.
Man, it's like 4th of July down here.
We did the Grand Camp. Again, all of them were Rockford. I never did the camping.
Okay. All of them were lodge.
Yeah. We got lucky. We got accommodation.
We promise you can
Now I
actually
know.
make a
We
fire
need to
this
keep
year.
trying. They local because people canceled the last year.
I think this is why people bring cotton balls.
Yeah, because it likes to just go and say,
All right. All right.
yeah, we made a fire.
All right, we're
And
sleeping
then we
in the
put it out
cold.
real quick.
Anyway,
There'll be some lint.
let's think. 1 second. What do we have? We're not giving up yet, yo. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
All right.
Someone out of those Western movies, like
So really just a backpack that I was able to get out of this weather again. But last year.
Don't put the thing in it. Don't put the thing in it.
Like gravity toilet.
Yeah.
They cooked. It was kind of like you described, like wonderful food.
I'm doing it hard enough.
For backpacking, though.
Really gonna get this lit, huh, Justice?
Come on.
Our guide carried
I know
a
Paul is
a
committed.
backpack with a handle.
It's embarrassing if we can't start a fire.
Got there,
Come on.
all fresh.
There you
You
go.
got this. There we
Look
go.
at
Come
that.
on.
Luxurious camping.
All the guys can work it.
Blowing it.
Oh, there was a good flame there for like a split second.
Up north, right?
That's gonna be a good spot right
Yeah.
there. Okay, you want to
Ah.
try?
And back in Virginia, there are so many great camping sites. That's why actually I did my first camping here.
Yeah.
Going home until we have a fire.
Out of school.
I believe in
our
us.
School associations, they did it. I think it was Cascades, Independence.
Yeah.
It's not that easy.
Yeah, that was.
Dragon's Tooth was my favorite. Did you do Dragon's Tooth out there?
Oh yeah, Dragon's Tooth, yeah, hike, yeah.
I did that a lot.
Yeah.
There you go.
Here you go.
Oh, I'm smelling it.
Come on.
Oh, there's smoke, there's fire.
You're gonna do the through? Oh my god.
I don't have much time left.
I have some matches in my bag.
Do you?
Yes.
All right, cut the video. Get the green.
I saw it.
Get the green. Come on, Paul. For Connecticut, come on.
There's no.
Well, this isn't a survival class. It's just a what do we carry?
It's harder than I thought.
It is. You need the longer one. You want the matches? Yes.
We did that.
Someone said, "Get the matches, cut the video."
I mean, the sparking is working.
Yeah.
Imagine we leave in 10 minutes after.
Oh my god.
Hey. It's a terrible wildfire and it's our fault. It's because some lady picked Tarmax on a piece of paper.
There's no like coding anymore.
Wow. Man, I know.
It really is. Oh my gosh, it really is bald.
Yeah, that was I went on the back.
Sparks are defective.
No, this is in Nepal. This is actually in Tibet.
Nepal.
You need
You want some tissue? You think tissue would light faster?
Because I come from that region, close to Nepal.
Let's put some of your gear.
All right,
What's
come
it?
on.
Let's put some of your gear in there.
Yeah.
This is on the western.
Not so much. Well, is this wet? It's not wet. It's clean.
Come
Okay,
on.
there you go. This is perfect.
Come on. Shoot it right in there.
From the bordering state where it goes to Lhasa. It's called, it goes to Tibet, right? So it,
There we go. There we go. Come on.
so it goes through my state. Right? So it goes through the roads.
Oh, God.
Arunachal, it's called Arunachal Pradesh. I got close to that border. It's like 18,000 feet altitude.
I mean, like,
Wow.
as if everything's been
can be
coated in
done.
some kind of fire-resistant
All right,
material.
Paul, you're up. Come on, last final shot.
Final shot, huh? Okay.
Yeah, shred it. Get the grass out of it. The grass is going to catch quickly.
People must be losing their mind.
Yeah.
You probably don't get a lot of snow there.
Oh, wait. There we go.
Resourcefulness pays off, my friends.
So
Okay, well, maybe we should put her out.
Oh my god.
We made fire. Come on.
Hey, burn van.
All right.
No, I'm not taking my picture.
Why not?
Let's cook some food.
now we need, who brought the food?
Marshmallows.
Did you bring marshmallows?
Awesome.
No marshmallows.
All
Okay, but wasn't that
It can be
rewarding?
done.
Come on.
Yeah.
That can be done.
Now, you have to imagine we were dying. We just lived another night thanks to Paul. Survival. There you go.
Good job. Thanks, Paul.
It was a group effort. It was a group effort.
Man. Okay.
Yeah.
And now
So
back to our regular programming. Okay, so here's Frog Togs.
We're gonna let it burn and then we're gonna pour water.
picked this up at Walmart for I don't know, under $20. So it's top and bottom, just a quick rain
So these
Rain
are
gear
awesome,
stuff.
You know, kind of like a rain poncho. You could probably hike in these too,
Yeah.
actually.
And
Save some weight, they're super
I
light.
found some, actually one yesterday, really light. $20
Yeah,
Nice.
at Target.
yeah.
Okay.
I got these at Walmart. It's probably the
And
same
then this
thing.
is our top, which again is super cute. Again, I know earlier Dawn asked if, yeah.
Is that the right color for this season?
I know Dawn asked if you're in a sleeping bag, you know, maybe instead of wearing a bivvy, it rains, it'd be super uncomfortable, throw this on. There you go. Okay, y'all, and what's the cream?
So that's a poncho. It's something that you could like, if you were sleeping without a tent, you could just grab that out of your pack and just throw that over you. I've done that in a hammock in the jungle. And it worked. It kept me dry. And then when it stopped raining, I just, put it back underneath
This is
me.
awesome.
So this will completely cover you, and then it'll cover your pack as well. This is something I got while I was in the Army, but I'm sure they have similar products. Yeah, you just put your head in there, and then you button it up.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, it's a full poncho.
Okay,
And then there's rings in here where you can use 550 cord to string it up.
okay.
and keep rain off your
Get this guy
off your hammock or whatever you have.
Yeah. So here we are.
Yeah.
Oh, this is awesome. So I've never used one of these actually, but this is tremendous.
So put your hands through here,
Okay.
and then you can button these up here.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
This is some military grade stuff here.
So I just carry this in my pack on the outside. Just I can just grab it and put it on really quick, cover my pack,
Oh, this is
or
perfect.
take it out and put it on my hammock or whatever, and then just yeah. Well,
Yeah,
well
it's
that
raining, like you get low, and you're really
yeah,
really covered.
and yeah, you got the hood. It'll keep you as dry as you need to be, I guess.
This
to
is kind of a vibe. This is like the original Snuggie, I think.
All right.
I didn't know Snuggie was like U.S. Military surplus. But it feels like it. Together.